Today we're making Cacio E Pepe, and this dish clocks in at 807 calories, 39 grams of proteins, 76 grams of carbs, and 37 grams of fat. So we're gonna start off by grating 80 grams of Grana Padana and then 100 grams of Pecorino Romano. This is for 2 servings. And I know that this, if you just look at this online, it seems like it's very difficult to make, but however, we're gonna use a trick that I think the Italian chef Luciano developed, and that means that we're going to be using some corn starch. If you use that corn starch, this actually becomes super simple to make. So basically we're just gonna grind the cheese, then we're gonna measure out 15 grams of olive oil. We're gonna put all of our olive oil and our cheese and 3.5 grams of peppercorns into some sort of bowl or vessel where you can use a hand mixer. So just peppercorn straight in. And then we're gonna add 10 grams of cornstarch, and that's what's gonna make this so easy to make that we can apply heat to this sauce later on without it becoming a problem. And finally we are going to be adding 100 grams of hot water. So just 1 deciliters of water, bring that to boil and then pour it in. And then we're going to be using our hand mixer to just mix this all together. Final step here is to add our cornstarch. And you can either use this directly, or I'm putting this in the fridge because I'm going to use it later on. And if you have this pre-made, it's super quick to make. It's not that difficult otherwise either, but if you have the sauce pre-made, it's super quick to make. And then all we need to do is blend this a bit more, and it's going to become the paste we're going to use for our sauce later on. If you use that cornstarch, you can actually bring the sauce to boil without it becoming stringy and a cheesy mess. So this is a very helpful trick. Since I've put that in the fridge for quite a while, it's very dense. And what we're going to do is we're going to heat this and use some of our pasta water just to loosen it up. So 200 grams of spaghetti. We're gonna let that boil for 1 minute or so and stir it a bit just to allow that starch to come loose. And then we're gonna take a ladle of that pasta water and drop into our sauce. And that means that all we need to do now is just to break this up. If you think that it's difficult to break all of that hard sauce up into the pasta water, you can simply just add some more water and it will come undone. Now this has become more of a sauce, and all we need to do now is to reduce that a bit. Heat it up and then reduce some of that water and make it more creamy so it will stick to our pasta, because now it's too loose to use as an actual sauce. And this is where the cornstarch comes in. If you didn't have any cornstarch, this would quite easily become a problem, and the cheese could become stringy and a total mess, and that's not that fun to eat. But with the cornstarch, it's super easy. You don't really need to worry about it. So our pasta is al dente, meaning that all we need to do is to stir that in and to make the sauce stick to our pasta. And that just means stirring it for a couple of minutes. If you want to toss the pan, that usually helps a bit as well. So that's it. This is really nice. If you use the cornstarch, it's also very easy. So I hope you try this if you haven't already, and as usual, there's a scalable recipe in the description, and I hope you tried, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.